Hi guys, it's me Bethany, and for today's video I'm going to be talking about different ways you can improve your Bloxburg builds and decorate your house more and add more detail. So anyway, this video is mainly for people who are trying to improve their skills or people that are new to building in the game. So first off is do not stick to 3 colors for the full house. You have to make sure with especially building houses, you have to at least try and make it have more than 3 or 4 colors in it throughout the full house. Like each one of the rooms here has its own like kind of color scheme, I guess. Like in here it's like blue, white, and like this like, I forgot the name of it, but this color and stuff. And each room kind of just has its own like color and stuff in it. So using all of the colors together basically can add more detail, make your house look more realistic, and it can make your house have more stuff in it. Because just sticking to the 3 colors throughout the like entire house, this can make your house look really just plain and boring, and it can make your house not look super duper realistic if that's what you're going for. Next is adding in decorations. This can both make your house look more detailed, decorated of course, and realistic depending on what kind of decorations you use. Like for example, in this house I mainly decorated it with a lot of pictures, books, like benches, and like these tables with like books in them and this. And using this can make the builds look way more realistic, way more detailed, and it's honestly really fun to decorate the houses. Because if I went off of my skills of building last year, the walls wouldn't have anything on them. I wouldn't even have like this thing here. I'd probably just have these chairs here and that's all. And whenever I used to build last year, my builds it was like so easy to tell that my builds were not really detailed because I felt like I never used a single decoration except for maybe like one photo in each house that I built. And now that I have like my building skills and stuff, now that I decorate my house more, it looks way more realistic and way better than it did. Which one of the main things that I recommend adding in is plants. Because if you add plants, then it will 1, take up extra space depending on how big it is, 2, decorate your house, 3, make it more realistic, and 4, it's just a really cute thing to add into the house. Because I have a lot of houses in this house, I didn't add in really big plants because it's not that big of a house. But in a lot of my houses where I feel like I have a lot of extra space in them, I do end up adding in some like plants and stuff to it because that makes the room and the space that's there be taken up and not feel like there's so much extra space in the house. Next, also kind of goes along with decorating and coloring it, you have to make sure that you use different lights and So using different lights isn't as big as a deal as changing up the colors of your lighting, because it is a good thing to have similar lighting colors in each room, but if you make the full house like just like a white color, this can either make your house really like undetailed, because I know some houses actually do have the like same color in every single room, but I feel like changing it up within each room can 1, make the rooms look better, 2, make them look more detailed and realistic, and I feel like it just improves it to use a better color than like the like just the like normal like white color or yellow color. Like for example, I usually use like the linen color, and using that color makes the rooms more like warm, I guess, and I really like using it. So if you make sure that if you change up your lights, it can make it look more realistic and detailed depending on what kind of house you're trying to build, I guess. And changing up the colors can help out a lot with making like the colors in each room look different, because this is using like the same color as this, I think, for the lighting, and then in here it's the linen color. But basically kind of like changing up at least the colors of each light can actually make your builds look way better. So now we are moving on to the exterior. So basically what I really recommend about the exterior is adding in detail, because this can 1, make your house more realistic from the outside, and I really do like I really do suggest and recommend doing stuff on the exterior too, because even though you might think like, oh well, the inside of the house, I need more decorations inside of it, you need decorations on both the inside and the outside to make it a realistic and really like decorated house, depending on what kind of house you're going for, of course. But basically, like, here I got this fence in and all of these trees around it, these vines, these like stepping stones, this pond even, picnic thing, and just like all of these details. And this is the most complimented house I've ever made in Bloxburg, because just yesterday I was trying to film a maybe at most 6-minute long video, and I got interrupted like 4 different times because of people telling me that they really liked my house and people trying to break into it. But basically, just adding detail to the exterior can make people really like your house, even though that's not the main reason why you should be building houses in the game, because obviously you should be building houses out of having fun and stuff. And also, another building tip I have is adding in lights underneath, but of course you will need the basement pass for that. But just adding in detail and stuff to the house can definitely help it out a lot and make it way more realistic. I don't want to talk about the exterior too much, but basically just adding in way more detail to the exterior can make your whole house just be so much better, even if it cost a little bit more.